Hey there, and welcome to today's class. Today we'll be doing a full body yoga flow just to get our bodies nice and active and moving, and maybe see if we can challenge ourselves a little bit more. So we're going to begin in a seated position, eyes closed, hands on your knees or your laps, and just taking a few breaths just to settle in, clearing out your mind. Maybe taking note of any stress or strain you might be feeling in your shoulders or in your neck. And then just taking notes and relaxing. Taking a nice full breath in and a calming breath out. And dropping your chin towards your chest, you're going to go to neck rolls. So rolling your head over to the left, bring your chin to your left shoulder. And as you exhale, you can bring your chin back down and roll it to the right. Inhale over to the left. And exhale to the right. And then when your head comes over to the left side, you're just going to let it keep going as you roll it all the way around. Going in a nice full circular motion. And then changing in the other direction. And then you can bring your head back to center. And then going to seated cat-cows, you're going to have your hands now on your knees. You're going to take a breath in, lifting your chin up as you pull your shoulders back, opening your chest out. And as you exhale, bringing chin to chest, rounding your back out. Inhale to open your chest out. And exhale to round. Going through this motion at your own pace. Just really focusing on taking some nice deep breaths. Going through one last round. And then coming back to center, you're going to bring your right forearm down to the mat. And also left, and you're going to reach up and just reaching over to the right. Giving yourself a nice little side stretch in your left ribs. And pushing yourself back up. Bring your left forearm down as your right hand reaches up and over to the left. Coming back up straight. Now you're going to turn to face the long side of your mat. You're going to raise your legs, coming to a balance as you come into a boat pose. So you're going to have your legs coming up, bringing your shins in parallel with the mat, arms by your sides. And you can either choose to hold here, or you can straighten your legs out just to give yourselves a bit of an extra challenge. Holding here as we engage our core, pulling our shoulders back. Holding for a breath in. And as you exhale, you can lower your legs and your upper body down just a few centimeters off the mat. Inhale to come back up straight. Exhale to lower. Inhale up. One more time. Exhale. And inhale up. You can cross your legs over and roll over them. Just come meet me in a downward dog. And from your down dog, you can just walk your dog out. Just bending your legs one at a time, focusing on keeping your back nice and straight and your head hanging loose. And coming to stillness, you're going to keep your left foot grounded as we take a breath in, raising our right leg up, coming into a three-legged dog. And on your exhale, you're going to bring your foot between your hands, you drop your back knee to come into a low crescent lunge. Now you can have your hands up above your head, or you can cactus them out to the side and just gently leaning back for an additional back bend. And straighten your body up. You're going to walk your front foot slightly forward as you push your heels back, straightening your right leg out. So you come meet me in a half splits, half Hanuman. And here you can just exhale, bring your chest as close to your front leg as you can. So you feel a nice deep stretch in the back of your right leg. And then keeping your right leg straight, you're going to twist your body as you kickstand your left leg out to the side. And with your left hand down to the mat, you're going to raise your right hand up and over your head to come into an assisted side plank. And then bringing your right hand down next to your left as you come into a high plank at the back of your mat. Holding here for a breath in. And on your exhale, you're going to drop your knees before bringing your chin and your chest down. And then with your forearms out in front of you, you're going to take a breath in, raising yourself up into a sphinx. And then exhaling, bring your hands back below your shoulders, tucking your toes to come back into a downward dog. Moving on to the other side, inhale to raise your left leg up. Exhale, foot between your hands as you drop your back knee into your low lunge. And either having your hands above your head or cactusing out to the side and leaning back into your bend. Coming back up straight, heel toeing your left foot slightly forward before straightening your left leg, pushing your hips to your back foot as you come into your half splits. And turning your body to the right, keeping your left leg straight as you bring your right hand to the front of the mat, left hand over your head into your assisted side plank. And bringing hand and foot back together, coming back into your high plank, holding for a breath in. Exhale, you have the option to drop your knees or you can keep them straight as you lower yourself down. Inhale to push your chest up, keeping your hands below your shoulders for a cobra. Before exhaling, back into your downward dog. Moving back to our right leg, inhale to raise it up for three-legged dog. Exhale, bringing your foot between your hands as we come back into our low lunge. Raising ourselves up for a breath in. And then exhale, tucking your back toes. You're going to lift your back knee up to go straight into a high crescent lunge. Really focusing on engaging your core, keeping your hips nice and square. And then bringing your hands down, you're going to straighten your front leg and just hop your back foot slightly forward. As you straighten both your legs out, and then keeping your back nice and straight, you're going to exhale, hinging forward, bringing your chest down to come into a pyramid pose. And then in your pyramid, you're going to lean forward, bringing your weight into your front foot. As your back foot gets slightly lighter, before raising it up, bring it in line with your spine to come into a warrior 3. And then very slowly and controlled, you can bring your back foot and hands back down to mat. Stepping back into your high plank. Holding full breath in. Exhale to lower down, keeping your elbows nice and tucked in. Inhale to push your chest up for a cobra, or you can raise your thighs up for an upward dog. Finally exhaling back into your downward dog. Inhale, left leg going up nice and high. Exhale, foot between your hands into your low lunge. Inhale to tuck your back toes, raising your back leg up into your high lunge. And straightening your front leg, hopping the back foot slightly closer. You straighten your back out, pulling your shoulders back for a breath in. For exhaling, hinging forward, down into your pyramid. Then leaning forward, putting the weight into your front foot. As your back foot gets slightly lighter, as you raise it up in line with your spine, into your warrior 3. And bringing both hands down to mat, slowly and controlled, dropping your back foot, stepping back into your high plank, holding full breath in, exhale to lower, inhale for your back bend of choice, before exhaling back into your downward dog. And then from your down dog, you can come meet me in a seated position, sitting in the back of your mat. You're going to straighten both legs out in front of you, and straightening your back out, taking a breath in to prepare. We're going to hinge forward, bringing our chest to our knees again, hands to our feet, with a slight bend in your knees if you need it, into a fold. And slowly rolling yourself back up straight. And come lay on your backs with both your knees still bent. You're going to hug your knees into your chest, making yourself into a tight little ball. Maybe even rocking yourself from side to side, just giving yourself a nice little back massage. Before releasing your hands to the sides into a T shape and letting your legs fall to the left to come into a belly twist. And then bring your legs back to center. You can let them fall over to the right. Then bring it back. And place both your feet back down on the mat. And having your feet on the edges of the mat, you can knock your knees together in the center into a constructive resting pose. And you really want to focus on making sure the whole of your back is flat against the mat, just to help with any back pains or strains. And then straightening your legs out as we come into the final pose of our practice of Shavasana. Here you can just close your eyes, relax your whole body as you just take some nice even breaths in and out. And then returning awareness back into your body, feeling it out as you wiggle your fingers and toes, moving your wrists and ankles, and then still keeping your eyes closed. You can turn to either your left or your right side, pushing yourself up, coming to meet me in a seated position. And we just meditate for a moment, just to reflect, doing a quick checking in on how we feel. And then taking one last breath in, we can bring our palms together up to our chest. And then bowing as we exhale to close our practice. I hope you all enjoyed that. Hope you felt some benefits, feeling nice and refreshed, ready to tackle your day or your evening. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like me to do. And I hope to see you again soon on the yoga mat.